A camera clicks. In a fraction of a second, the shutter opens and then closes, freezing forever the image in front of it. When the camera's shutter blinked inside an Atlanta jail on Thursday, it both created and documented a tiny inflection point in American life. Captured for prosperity, there was a former president of the United States. For the first time in history, under arrest and captured in the sort of frame more commonly associated with drug dealers or drunken drivers. The trappings of power gone for that split second, left behind an enduring image that will appear in the history books long after Donald Trump is gone. It will be forever part of the iconography of being alive in this time. In the photo, Trump confronts the camera in front of a bland, grand, gray background drop, his eyes meeting the lens in an intense glare. He's wearing a blue suit, white shirt, and red tie, the color of his eyes. His shoulders squared, his head tilted slightly toward the camera. The sheriff's logo has been digitally added above the right shoulder. Some of the 18 others charged with him in Georgia smiled in their booking photos like they were posing for a yearbook. Not Trump. His defiance is palpable, as if he's staring down a nemesis through the lens. It is not a comfortable feeling, especially when you've done nothing wrong, said Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, who is facing charges in 2023 for the fourth time. The former president of the United States has an inmate number. Are you ready? Get your pencils and write it down. PO 1135809. That is the new number associated with 45, Donald Trump. He is now known as inmate number P011355809. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sad, sad, sad moment in American history. I, for one, cried when I heard about the photo. Why? Would they bring this type of scrutiny and shame to our beloved Orange Man? Why? There has to be a conspiracy. Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America, the patriots, those who fly the flag in front of your home, I need you to join me in rebelling against the system. This is not right. Now, you're either with America or you're against America. You're either with democracy or you're against democracy. Donald Trump has done nothing any different than any other president of the United States of America He just got caught. Well, they say he got caught. There are people who are saying, arrest the Clintons now. Get Fauci. Let's get Biden. Let's get Hunter. Yes, let's get them all. Let's wipe the slate clean and start anew. Let's get rid of the Democrats and the Republicans. Because the Republicans, if they're not going to have Donald Trump's back, we don't need them. Donald Trump's dad is rolling over in his KKK grave. This is not how he envisioned his legacy to play out. This is a sad moment in American history. So, how do we go? What do we do? How do we go on from here? Donald, in a mugshot? This is blasphemy. I'm going to bring one of my white friends up now to have a conversation with you guys. He's going to tell you how he feels. This is one of my white middle American friends. Come on up, man. Hold on. Give him a moment, fam. He's coming. Take that off, man. Take that off. You don't need to do that. He had his robe on. I tell him to take it off. Hey now, listen. I want to say what's up to the Willie D Live fans. I'm going to tell you just like this guy. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. What they done to Donald, the President of the United States of America, is wrong. And I'm not going to stand for it. My wife's not going to stand for it. My friends are not going to stand for it. Let me tell you something, man. We're the superior race here. We run it. What kind of world is it to live in where a white man is held accountable? A rich white man is held accountable. This is crazy. We're not going to take it. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to take it. We're going to hurt things. And I'm talking hurt things hard. Donald Trump is an honorable man. When I lost my teeth and I couldn't feed my family, he gave me hope. I still ain't got no teeth and I still can't feed my family, but I got hope. Anytime you got a white man that says what he means, does whatever the hell he wants to do, and he talks about the Mexicans, and he talks about the African Americans, which he's not a racist. I mean, that's what he means. He had some black friends. He got, Diamond and Silk. One of them died. I think it was the Diamond. I'm not sure. But that doesn't mean he's a racist. The blacks got to understand that they're lucky to be free. All of this hooting and hollering, caring about, asking for equal rights and want to get this stuff taught in the schools, try to little pure, little innocent white children. It's just crazy. You're going to turn the blacks against the whites. That's all they're going to do. They're going to turn the blacks against the whites. And that's not right. You take that black history is not American history. Yeah, the blacks did two or three things. Then maybe they contributed a little. They got maybe one or two of them did something. You got Obama, you got the Frederick Douglass guy, Rosa Parker did something, but that's about it. The rest of them don't mean jack, man. Okay, so they built some things, but we told them to build it. Okay, they talk about building the country. We told them to build it. Somebody had to tell them to do it. Now, the blacks need to shut up. All of that stealing out of the store stuff that they're doing, they need to stop that. Okay, yeah, white guys steal millions and billions of dollars every day and rob and rape and pillage the American economy. But that's neither here or there. We're white and we deserve better chances and better breaks than all of these blacks. It's our country. It's our country. Donald Trump is an American hero. He's the epitome of a white man. Does what he wants to do. He says what he wants to say. You get him in his way and he'll knock you down. He'll get up, you knock him down, he's going to get up, he's going to knock you down 25 times. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to let my president go, or it's going to be trouble. I'm telling you. You're going to let my president go, or it's going to be trouble. Now, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you guys are doing here at the Willie D Live channel. I understand there had been some misunderstanding about where Willie D stood at with the Donald Trump issue. He's a black man, and I'm going to just be honest for a minute, but I don't want you to record this part. If I was a black man, like a real black man, I wouldn't like Donald Trump either. He does nothing for the blacks, but he says he does a lot for them, but he really doesn't do anything. You know, you throw black folks a couple of nuggets and they think they've made progress. So that's what Donald Trump is good at doing. So if I was Willie D, I wouldn't like Donald Trump either. But I'm not Willie D, so I like Donald Trump. I'm telling you like it is, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, if I were Willie D was a white guy, I'd love him because he says what he means, and he nobody controls him. He's a stand-up guy, and you know, when he has a trouble with government and officials, he speaks on it and he holds them accountable. You know, he's the kind of guy I'd take in the war. But he couldn't sleep in the same barracks with me. I'd have to, we're going to be separate but equal. You know? It's going to be separate but equal. Now, I like that Willie D guy as far as I see a lot of myself in him, but there's one thing that holds him back from being a complete man, and he's not white. So if he was white, he'd be a patriot. If Willie D was white, he'd be a patriot. But he's not. So he's an enemy. He's a rebel. He's a, what do you call it? A menace to society. That's right. He's a menace to society. So, but okay, so let's get back on record here. Okay, so I see some comments and stuff. You guys are saying stuff about Donald, and I'm not going to be mad about that. That's not my business. You can say what you want to say, but Donald Trump is not going to go to jail. And if he does go to jail, it's going to be hell to pay the captain. I'm telling you right now. Now, I appreciate everything you guys are doing here on the Willie D Live channel, at least giving me an opportunity to say what I want to say, voice my opinion, my unadulterated opinion. Did I say that right? Unadulterated or unadulterated? Did I say it right? I guess I said it right. Okay, yeah. So thank you. Thank you all for listening to me think the blacks. I think I seen a few Mexicans in there. I seen a few Mexican people in there. I seen some. I think I seen some. Seen an Asian person name. Um, and I want to say thank to my whites, to the whites that's in there. Look, hold your head, as Tupac would say. Hold your head to the white man and the white woman and the white child. White power. Thank you. Thank you. Whew, man. Well, that's crazy, man. Wow. He had a lot to say. I didn't think he was going to be that long. Dude's long-winded. I was just trying to give him a chance to say what he wanted to say. But yeah, that's crazy. Can we get Donald Trump's picture off here? Somebody take his picture off. Let's can we get, let me get it added to the stream. Can you add me to the stream? Boom! What up, fam? Woo! Man, Donald Trump has been arrested, and for the first time in the history of the United States, a president has an inmate number. A president took a mugshot. There's a mugshot of a U.S. president. That should have been a mugshot of a U.S. president, and it should have been taken by other countries, governments of other countries. They should do to U.S. presidents exactly what U.S. presidents do to other people in other countries when they commit war crimes, when they commit crimes against humanity. That's right, I said it. That should have been. In fact, I'll go as far as saying all 45 presidents should have a mug shot. Now, so I know some of y'all were taken aback. I saw some of the comments. Some of y'all already know it wasn't going down like that. About the title. I don't care about Trump's mugshot. I'm still voting for him. That's the sentiments of some people who was on my Instagram. They were like, I don't care that he have a mugshot. I'm still voting for him. I'm still voting for him. I don't care that he have a mugshot. I'm still voting for him. Most of the people who were citing the reason that they're voting for Trump, they were saying they're going to vote for him, that they're voting for him because they made more money than they've ever made with him. They were doing financially well. See, fam, this is why this country is in the position it's in right now. Because it's money over everything. It's money over people. It's profits over people. You see? This is why your government officials move like they move, because it's profits over people. They move the way that they move. They sell us out to people like Fauci, Bill Gates, and the rest of them. All of these people that's putting chemicals in our water supply, putting chemicals in our food supply, taking the seeds out of our fruits. They're manufacturing chicken and crab meat. They're like inventing meat. And our government officials are letting them do it. They're co-signing it. And these big supermarkets that we walk into, Ralph's, Kroger's, Randall's, H-E-B, they're allowing this stuff to come into their place, and they're selling this stuff to us. And we just go in like robots and get it and come out with it. They're basically using us as guinea pigs. And it's all about money. They put this stuff into the food to multiply the food, to make it last longer, to make it grow bigger, to make it look bigger, to make it last longer, so they can get it from China to the US, and it lasts, is something that's supposed to last for 3 days, is now lasting for 3 years. The use by date should be in 3 days. But now it's 3 years, it's 3 months. It's all profits over people. Let's talk about the entertainment industry. What you see in the entertainment industry is profits over people. Everything, when they come in and they put a chemical plant with airborne chemicals that they know are killing people, it's profits over people. Your city officials allow them to put the plant there because everybody is getting paid. So at the end of the day, if it's really profits over people, if you really feel like you voting for Trump because you made more money, and it don't matter what other stuff that he involved in, whatever he do, what he say, what kind of person he is, as long as you get paid, it's profits over people. Why do you get mad when they put chemicals in your food and water supply? Why you got a problem with that? Because if it's about the money, if the bottom line is the money, you shouldn't have a problem with everybody else getting their money. You shouldn't have a problem with the politicians allowing certain things to happen, certain people to do certain things that's going to affect you in a negative manner, as long as that politician is getting his money. What you mad about? Because that's what it boils down to. You can't have it both ways. You can't have integrity for this subject matter, a topic, or issue, but your integrity goes out of the window when it comes to you and how much money you can make. You can't say, well, oh, she's a stripper. I'd never do that for money. But you would turn around and sleep with a dude with a burned face for money. What's the difference? You compromising yourself, you compromising your integrity, you bending your convictions to get paid. You work for a company that dump oil in the sea and kill fish and other wildlife, and also kill humans. But because it's big bad Shell or Exxon or BP, you give them a pass because they're cutting you a check and you don't see it happening, but you know it's happening, but you ain't standing over watching it happen. America is in the position it's in because of capitalism. Capitalism can be a good thing, but capitalism also has to have some restrictions like everything else. Just like gun ownership could be a good thing, but it still has to have restrictions. And those restrictions cannot be determined by payoffs and kickbacks. They have to be determined by the integrity of those decisions. They have to be maintained by doing what's right for the people, not for money. So that's where we are. Everything is just money, 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 money. Everybody doing everything for money. It's cool when you do it for money, but when they do it for money, it's a problem. You see? So it's cool when you vote for Donald Trump for money purposes. For money, it's cool when you do it, but when they do it for money, it's a problem. When they put chemicals in your food, it's a problem. When they put a plant up with chemicals, a chemical plant in your neighborhood up, it's a problem. When they dump trash on that dead end street in your community or behind that store that you got to pass by, they dump it into the field, that's a problem. But keep in mind, they dump that trash in that field so that they could save money, so they wouldn't have to pay money. The bottom line was money. The dudes that's riding around sticking guns in people's faces saying, give it up, they're doing it for money. So what is the difference between them sticking a gun in somebody's face for money and the police officer pulling you over and taking your money and, you know, taking a drug dealer's money and telling them, okay, go on about your business. You want to go to jail or you want to go home? What's the difference? Oh, the fear factor. It's a gun. He put a gun in my face. But these politicians and these businessmen, they rob people without guns every day. Every day. They robbing somebody right now without a gun, and they're being held up as a pillar of the community right now. What's the difference? The difference is what you're able to tolerate and what you're not able to tolerate. It's kind of like how racism works. Let's take, for example, a typical racist in America. Typical, I'm saying typical. I'm not saying all, but typical. The typical racist in America would hate black people, hate gay people, hate Jews, whatever, right? They hate, right? They base their hate, let's just go with race. They base their hate, like the typical white person that hate a black person in America. They hate a black person in America. They say they hate black people for various reasons, right? Some might say they hate black people because black people are self-entitled, black people they're lazy, black people are violent, you know, but we know a lot of it, we know what the truth is. But for whatever reason, they hate black people. The strongest convictions that we get in life are from our experiences in life. The people who are in close proximity to us. If you were abused as a child, you probably was abused by somebody that looked like you. If you were violated, sexually violated, it was probably somebody who looks like you, same race, right? If you had your heart broken, it's probably somebody that looks like you, same race. If you loaned somebody some money, they didn't pay you back, and now you don't loan money out, it was probably because somebody that looked like you. If you were betrayed, if a friend betrayed you and it made you hardened, it was probably somebody that looks like you. These are strong convictions, very strong convictions. If somebody told you, you ain't gonna be shit, you ain't gonna make it, you ain't nothing, if they talk down on you, it was probably somebody that looked like you. Ever been doubted? The people that doubt you the most, that you care about their decision the most, or you care about what they think's the most, was probably people that look like you. If you've been cheated on, it was probably somebody that looked like you that cheated on you. These are things that build in us our strongest convictions. So why don't we hate? So for the typical white racist, why don't they hate white people? It seems like to me, if these are the things that make us who we are and shape us to who we really are, and we have very limited experiences with black people, but these are the things over here that really shape us to be who we are, why don't we hate black? Why don't hate white people? Because I can tolerate white people. I don't want to tolerate black people. I could tolerate black people, but I don't want to. Because the social construct, the propaganda machine told me, don't trust them, don't like them. They're black, I'm white. They're black, I'm white. I can trust all these white people that did me dirty though. I'm gonna trust them. Well, maybe I don't trust them, but I'm not gonna hate them. I'm not gonna try to lynch them. I'm not gonna try to kill them. I'm not gonna try to get in their way of progress. See how they go? People pick and choose what they want to be outraged about. They pick and choose. Going into the comments. What's up, Julius? Julius said, bring the white dude back. Skip, what up? Yeah. Skip said, black folks got to stop being feeling obligated to vote Democrat. That's true. Black folks need to stop feeling obligated to vote, period. Now those gatekeepers don't like when I say that. The idea of trying to tell people don't vote. Voting in your local elections is what counts the most. The presidential election is smoke and screen. You know, that's all it is. That's all it is. Smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. The local elections is where it counts, and that's where you can get your bang for your buck. That's where you can actually get to really, really have a personal relationship with your officials. You can walk right up on the mayor in your town. You stand a better chance of shaking the mayor's hands or the mayor actually listening, hearing exactly what you got to say than you do the president of the United States. Even your congressmen and women, you can get up on them. You can get up on your city officials. You know, they're always doing, they're always attending meetings, neighborhood meetings and gatherings and events and stuff like that. You can get up right up on them. Hell, you can put together an event and meet any politician you want to meet. So locally, that's where it's at. That's where you get your bang at, local. They don't really care about us. Who said that? Was that Phantom? Yeah. Green Lantern, what up? Let me tell y'all something, fam. At the end of the day, neither party have the best interests of black people at heart. It's as simple as that. Neither party has the interest of black people specifically at heart. Black people got a different set of issues in this country because black people are targeted by the government for failure. Black people are targeted. No other race is targeted for failure. We're targeted by our own government for failure. This is why under this regime that we're under, Black people will never reach their optimum potential in this country because it's everything, it's systemic. But we still gonna win a whole lot because we're such a resilient people. So even with all of those roadblocks, that just shows you how resilient Black people are. Even with all of those roadblocks, being blocked by our own government, we still find a way to rise to the top. So when you see the few out there that's acting a fool, running up in the stores, stealing and all that, that ain't nothing, man. That's a small percentage of Black folks. Yeah, it looks bad, but that's a small percentage. That's a small percentage who doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, these people, they don't like us. Neither party likes us, right? And here go the thing, fam. They ain't got to like us. And they ain't gonna like us, they ain't gotta like us. So what we do, go with the best deal. Who got the best deal? Who got the best deal? Give us a deal. Make a deal. Let's make a deal. Fuck it. Let's make a deal. You ain't gotta like me. Let's make a deal. Where the deal at? So far, neither one of them has put a deal on the table. Neither one of them has put a deal on the table good enough, in my opinion. So I say, let's hold our vote until we get the deal we want. Because voting for Democrats or the Republicans ain't gonna make a difference. Not in us. Like it don't matter. This how I operate, fam. It don't matter who the president is. I'ma still get mine. That's my mentality. So you think I'm gonna take off 4 years, 4 to 8 years because somebody's in office I don't like? You think I'm just gonna give up my life? That's a lot of time, 4 to 8 years of my life. I'm just gonna put it on pause till this fool get out of office? Hell no, I'm gonna go even harder. At the end of the day, it's a popularity contest. The president of the United States is a popularity contest. It's about who can you stand and look at or listen to for the next 4 to 8 years. Yeah, some people think it's a whole lot deeper than that, but it's not. They got an agenda, and that agenda is going to be met no matter who's in office. Yeah, you're going to have a president get to pick and choose a couple of initiatives for themselves, personal initiatives. But after that, everything must go as planned. And if it don't, they're going to put your ass on Elm Street like JFK. That's what's going to happen. Anybody else telling you anything different is full of you know what. I mean, we done seen enough evidence to see how this thing go. We know how it's going to play out. When Trump won the presidency of the United States, I was like, it took the air out of me. But at that moment, when I realized that he was going to win, I said to myself, I was sitting at a news station in Houston. I was doing commentary for the election, and and I saw those numbers come in, and I realized he was going to win. I was like, I can't believe that these people allowed this dummy, this racist, this rapist, to actually become the president of the United States of America. I know the country racist, I know that, but I didn't realize there was still that many that was left. I thought they were dying. They're multiplying. So when I realized he was going to be president, I was like, oh, well, there's been presidents before him that I didn't like, that I thought that was not for us. They were totally against us, and we survived them. We survived, and many of us thrived. So this ain't going to be no different. And that's how I am. It don't matter who the president is next or after that and after that and after that. It ain't going to matter. I'm going to get mine every single time. I'm not going to sit back and wait on another man to rescue me. That ain't going to happen. I'm not waiting. Let me see who's gonna be president. Let me see what my quality of life is. It's gonna be based on who the president is. I wish I would. I feel like less than a man. I'm gonna get mine no matter who in office. Yeah. So there it is, fam. If you're just not joining, the title you see there is a title that I actually snatched from somebody on Instagram who said that they didn't care about the mugshot, they voting for Donald Trump anyway. So I thought that was rather telling, that because if it was anybody else's mugshot, somebody had committed a crime or even accused of committing crimes, they would have looked at him like just as another criminal. But because it's Donald Trump, and they like his views on race or his views on getting money for himself and his friends, and people that got a lot of money, then they're gonna give him a pass. It is just absolutely amazing how the American mind works. That's all I got, fam. Until next time, y'all keep it real. No more talk.